appreciate you cause it's all for the move. I know that I could always count on you to bring us all the new and latest news. And every day is a black man in this world. You know there's no one we'd rather hear it from. You and me will always be tight. Taylor is giving up the day and night. And even when you start acting like a fool, we appreciate you cause it's all for the move. I know that I could always count on you to bring us all the new and latest news. And every day is a black man in this world. You know there's no one we'd rather hear it from. It's the Carlo Shaver Show.
All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome. I'm Carlos Chevers Jr. Look, tonight we got a lot of developing news, a lot of breaking news, a lot of information for people out there. There's a situation happening with Kamtek. There is a popular company around the Birmingham area that employs hundreds to thousands or so of black people. Matter of fact, most of their workforce happens to be black employees. Well, it's come out over the past couple of days or so that a few of the managers and senior level management at Kamtek have been involved in some activities that many, including myself, will deem to be racist. There are text messages surfacing over the past couple of days or so that we see with Kamtek employees that works, I believe, somewhere around the HR department or some to that level of effect. But still, senior level employees have employees that were on the property of the actual business of Kamtek with what appeared to be a noose around the neck, basically mocking black people for the things that basically happened to us in this country. In addition to that, one of their additional co-workers, the young lady, she was the one who shared another post insinuating the exact same thing. So that's what's developing. And as I'm learning, I've been on the phone with a few Kamtek employees. Matter of fact, right now, it's a little after 9 o'clock in Birmingham. And as I speak, there are Kamtek employees who are on second shift who are currently getting ready to walk out of their workplace. So stand by for video. I already posted one video, and we'll take a look at that video in just a second, of employees who actually walked out on today during their shift at Kamtek. But we'll also show video of employees. We're waiting on that video to come to us. The employees are currently, from what I've been told, currently walking out of second shift at Kamtek. Third shift begins at 10 o'clock. And so basically the same thing we're asking for third shift employees also to walk out and allow your voices to be heard. And it's great that so many people are standing up in this time. All right, so we're joined right now by one of Kamtek's a team member, someone who is basically going to explain to us what is happening or what has happened and what has transpired at Kamtek. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Martell Sr. Martell, what's good, man?
What's going on, Carlo?
Not much, man. First off, I appreciate you for taking the time out of your night tonight, and also under these circumstances to just speak with me about what is happening at Kamtek. And I understand that you work at Kamtek. So for our viewing audience, kind of explain the details for those that don't know what has happened and what's really going on, from the text messages to when they were when they happened and when they were first found out about, to what's happening with employees, if you can.
Okay. Well, everything's pretty much speculation. I can't say for a fact when the text messages came out or when it happened, but I can say I saw the text message and it had one of the employees with a noose around his neck, and another manager had commented on it. He was like, "Thanks, I needed that lad." And somehow the text message got out and about around the warehouse, and they saying it happened in February. I can't confirm that and say that, but they saying it happened in February.
Okay.
Yeah, and then once that got out, another one came out about another person that works in the HR department. They said something about she shared, I don't know whether it was on Facebook or wherever, but it was a noose saying, "Here's your necklace, wear it."
Oh wow. Okay. She said, "Here's your necklace. Wear it."
Yeah,
Wow. So you being one of the black employees, how many black employees you think work at Kamtek?
I don't know the definite number, but I'm pretty sure probably 80, probably 80%.
80%.
No less than 75%.
Okay. Okay. My estimate earlier was about 85%. That's
It
kind of what
might be
I.
it
Okay.
might be 85. I might be wrong. I'm just guessing.
No. But I mean, we're in the same area. 85, 80. That's still in. That's in the same vicinity. But in essence, though, however, it basically Kamtek employs a lot of black people, and overwhelming majority of their workforce happens to be black people. How are black people at Kamtek feeling behind this? How are you all feeling?
Like everybody pretty uneasy. Everybody in an uproar. Everybody kind of confused. I wondering like what took so long. But the general manager, he made a statement. You know what I'm saying? He was saying that like they didn't know about it until August the 6th. He
August
sent out an email and he released a statement saying they heard about it August the 6th. And then like I think he said like August the 12th or 14th, that's when the corporate lawyer came down and went over everything. And then they moved this morning.
Okay. So now you just made mention of the letter that went out, and I actually got copy of this letter, and so I want to show our viewing audience really quick. We're going to take a look, and I'm going to actually read this letter for everyone. Let's see. So this letter is like you said, is from the general manager. He sent this letter out. Okay, so he said, let's see. Recently, we became aware of an employee that text that included an image with racial overtones. This situation has been addressed. Kamtek is committed to a fair and inclusive culture for employees. Fairness, respect, and equal opportunity are core principles of the Magna Employees Charter and Kamtek. Above all, we're a company that has zero tolerance for any forms of racial discrimination and hate. For racism, discrimination, and hate, my apologies. We at Kamtek are not immune to what's going on around us, including the COVID-19 pandemic, protests seeking racial justice and police reform, and an increasingly diverse political landscape that will likely intensify even further as we approach election day. While these times are challenging, our commitment to a fair and inclusive workplace does not change. No employee should ever feel uncomfortable about coming to work because his or her ethnicity, race, or sexual orientation. This is a foundational principle for Magna as stated in the employee's charter. There were also some comments made in our recent employee opinion survey about incidents of harassment, and I feel we must address this rising anger and frustration swiftly, compassionately, and effectively. Therefore, I want to take deliberate steps toward making Kamtek an even better place to work, and it starts with me. You have my commitment to always be open-minded, to be you have my commitment to always be open-minded, to be a better listener, and to continue to respect everyone for their own uniqueness. I also expect the same from my management team and from every single employee who walks through our doors each day. In a diverse workplace like Kamtek, we all have different life experiences. When we truly open our minds and listen to others talk about theirs, we can become more empathetic and compassionate toward our fellow team members, especially when discussing situations we ourselves have never personally experienced. This is how we strike the right tones across our division. It is we begin to it's how we begin to understand each other. regardless of our politics, beliefs, or backgrounds, is how we stand up for what is right. Imagine if a year or two from now we look back on these events and are able to talk about how they were the catalyst for us coming together as a team in our workplace, in our company, and in our community. As a start, we are taking some specific steps in the short term around performance feedback and development as we reiterate, as well as reiterating what behavior is expected of all Kamtek employees. By October 30th, we will post all jobs below department manager, including assistant manager, area leaders, and shift leaders in accordance with our handbook. Create a sign-up sheet on the job posting board for employees to schedule one-on-one career coaching sessions with HR and their managers to discuss jobs in which they are interested. In the session, the job description for any role in which the employee may be interested will be reviewed. Employees can also work with the employee advocate to schedule sessions if they are uncomfortable signing up. All right. So that is part of one of the letters that was sent out to employees. So Martell, as an employee, what are your thoughts to that letter?
Well, it made me feel a little better. It seemed like they're concerned or whatever. So something was done about it.
Do you believe what they have said in their letter?
Yeah, I can't do nothing but give him a chance.
Okay.
He said it, so he got to stand on it. They got to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? They said it, so you got to give him a chance.
Okay. So what do you all as employees would like to see happen moving forward? What are some potential outcomes that you all are seeking?
I mean, you mean like to prevent things like this from happening again?
So to prevent things like this from happening again, but also, what are some immediate steps that you think the company should take? So the company basically have said, well, we, based on our opinion survey, we're putting these steps forward, but none of the things that he said in that letter directly address the situation at hand. So what would you all as employees of Kamtek like to see happen with this situation?
Well, for one, like he said, the focus groups, you know what I'm saying? We started there having the focus group, having the meetings. He listened to us, we listen to them. And then, we come up with some better ways.
Okay. And so let's see. So now as far as management, let's talk about management a little bit. What percentage of management would you say is Black?
Ooh.
If you had to take any percentage number, what would you say?
It might be like 20-25%, maybe.
20-25%. So no more. So between a fourth of their work, about a fourth of the workforce, there is Black management. Again, so we can both agree that probably 80% of the workforce is Black, but you're also saying that about 20% of the workforce is Black management. Now, as it pertains to management, now are there any senior level Black managers, or are managers just let's kind of deviate up the difference between let's distinguish the difference between manager and supervisor. All right. So what percent are Black supervisors? Is that percentage lower than probably the senior level leadership?
It's kind of hard to say. We have like 3 buildings, so
okay.
I don't know everybody.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I appreciate that. I certainly appreciate that. So anything else that you think people should know as it pertains to what's happening with the employees? Now, and this also is a good time for us to kind of start organizing. Black Lives Matter Birmingham, they're also watching, and now be more than, and Faith in the Works, and I'd be more than happy to get you all with them so that they can help you all organize, because I think that's what needs to happen to bring everybody together so that everybody could be on one accord, or at least the people that want to be on one accord with one another. But so any final words for everybody, as, pertaining to Kamtek, or what would you ask of the company in case that any of them are watching? We don't want any retaliation against anybody that, speaks out against the company, because everyone should be able to have a space where they say how they feel about their workplace, even if, it may disagree, completely with the workplace itself. So, but, and if anything is done in retaliation, please let me know. And we have an entire community that's ready to roll right behind you to ensure that nothing happens in retaliation to you for being able to speak out, just like so many other people are also speaking out and saying the exact same things that you're saying about Kamtek.
Yeah, I think I should be all right. I didn't say anything bad against the company. Everything I said was what everybody pretty much already knew. So it was already leaked out. So it's not like I started it or I put it out there. But like I said, the general manager made his statement. He wrote his letter. You know what I'm saying? They made some changes. So all we can do now is just see where it goes from here. Hopefully they stand on their word.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Martell, man, I certainly appreciate you for coming on, and please keep me updated. If they don't follow through with their word, man, please let us know. And let me ask this: are you your next day at work? What are your plans? Are you planning on walking out with a group of people again, or are you guys just going, work through your shift and figure out what's next?
I guess we just gonna work through the shift and figure out what's next.
Cool. Well, I certainly appreciate you, man. And if there's anything that we can do, please let us know.
All right. Thank you.
All right. No problem. Take care. All right. So, all right, everybody. If you are employees of Kamtek, please let us know. I want to speak with you all. So, look, don't go anywhere, everybody. We're about to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more of what's going on with Kamtek. Don't go anywhere.
iHangTVs.com, Alabama's #1 HD TV and surround sound installation team, specializing in TV over brick wall fireplace installations. And yes, we hide the wires. We also install TVs on your patio with outdoor sound for great backyard fun. Call us and book your installation today. 1-877-iHangTV.
iHangTVs. And yes, we hang the wires. ET for whole life Marshall.
I love you, Kimchi. Already know everything you've been denying. 'Cause I know when you're lying. Already know everything you've been denying. 'Cause I know when you're lying. I know when you're lying. 'Cause I know when you're lying. Already know everything you've been denying. 'Cause I know when you're lying.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around through our commercial breaks. All right, so we got exclusive video now. So people on Kamtek's second shift, they have walked out of the workplace. Okay, this is breaking news, everybody. On the second shift at Kamtek, employees literally just walked out of the workplace. So breaking news. So stand by. Let me get this video up for everybody. All right, we're gonna get the video up so that you guys can just see. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let's pull up the video. We got exclusive video of the latest shift. Walking out of work. So this is breaking news. We're going to pull this video up. So stick around. Stand by. It's not that. It's a very short video. Let's see. Let's do this. All right, so hopefully you guys can see this video. All right, so I'm gonna put this up just a little bit so you guys can really see it. It's not that big of a video. It's not that great, but here is exclusive video of employees on the second shift of Kamtek walking out of the workplace. Let's watch the video. All right, so the video is only like a 16-second video, but as you guys can see, this is exclusive video of employees at Kamtek walking out right now at their workplace. This is exclusive video, everybody. It's just a 16-second video, but it's replaying, so that's what you all see currently. But that is what we currently have. All right, so listen. This is all we have. This is exclusive, guys. So employees, I don't want anybody to risk their job or risk who they are. Giving us these videos. We just appreciate all of our sources that always give us all this good information. But listen, people, right now, Kamtek employees at Kamtek have just walked out during the second shift of the day. This is literally the second shift. Okay, so look, I am going to post this video. And let's see, we're going to post some of our Facebook comments, and now our Facebook comments are coming in extremely fast, but that's not the one I even wanted to show. Okay, here. The one said, black folks ain't come together like this since Obama ran for office, and I promise you that is definitely a guarantee. I promise you that is definitely a guarantee. Let's see. Kyle said, them ML walking like I hope they let me come back tomorrow. Hey, well, guess what? But also, listen, this is what needs to happen. Okay? This is what needs to happen, people. Let's see. This is what needs to happen. Okay? Let me tell you this. All right? This is what needs to happen. Check this out. Kamtek employees, if you all work for Kamtek, this is what you all need to do. Okay? You need to demand a couple of things. All right? They put this bullcrap statement out telling everybody, it's going to be this, it's going to be that. But when it came down to what they were going to do, they mentioned nothing about what was going to happen. Listen, every single person in senior leadership should be fired. Okay? I'm going to tell you why. We also know that the lady that's involved, she was actually fired earlier in the year, and then she was brought back. They fired the lady earlier in the year, and then they hired a black woman in HR, and then they end up getting rid of the black woman in HR, and then they brought back the lady that sent that text message around, okay, or what if Facebook or whatever it was, they brought her back, okay? That is the issue. All right. So when we talk about, then not only that, now it'd have been one thing had these guys made that message, made it at their home. That picture with the noose around the guy's neck happened on the workplace property. It happened on their property. That is what the issue is. Okay. You got two issues. The lady was fired, then she was brought back. That's one. Okay. Then the second is the fact that it happened on workplace property. Now, what did they know and when did they know it? That's what it comes down to. Okay. And I guarantee you, they didn't just find out about this when everybody else found out about this. Okay. Because all the people in leadership are probably buddy. Okay. So they probably all sent this to each other. So guess what? They all should go. Every single last one of them should resign. Kamtek employees, you all are walked out of work. You cannot walk out tonight to go back tomorrow. You should not go back until everybody resigns. Okay? Make the corporate calm down back again and do a clean sweep and hire everybody new. So that way you will have some kind of confidence in the company. Because right now, no black employee of Kamtek should have any kind of confidence in the company. And if you do have confidence in the company right now, guess what? It says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. And for those that's talking about, oh, don't come disrupting my job. Be quiet, slave. Please be quiet. There's a position for you. When Harriet Tubman freed the people that she freed, there were people that were just like you that was around then. You know what? She looked right past them. Just like I'm looking right past you. Just like the other Kamtek employees looked right past you when they walked out and you didn't. Because you worried more so about $1 than your integrity, than your soul, than who you are. You don't care if these people talk to you crazy. You don't care what happens. You don't care about that because you're here to make $1. Right? Right? No, that's not right. And you shouldn't take it, and you should join these other people. And guess what? Kamtek employees, everybody that walked out, guess what? You wanted to be looking at the people that didn't walk out with you. Look at them crazy. Those are the ones you side-eye, the ones who didn't go with you, okay? Whenever there's a war, you either ain't no middle ground in a war. You're either on this side or that side. What side do you stand on? Are you standing on the side of these black righteous folk that are standing up and being firm in who they are? Or are you going to stand on this side of making $1? You determine which side you will be on. You decide which side you will be on. Let's not play around with this. Okay? Let's not play around with this. Let's look at this video again. Look at that. That's how serious people are about this. Okay? These people stood up. These people made a determination. They're going to put themselves, okay, before $1. Okay? This is what's going on. This is what's going on. Now, Birmingham, listen, citizens of Birmingham, this applies to you. You also have to determine which side are you going to stand on. Are you on the side of these Kamtek employees who are doing the right thing? Or are you just going to continue to sit on Facebook and just bitch and complain like you do every single day? That's all you do. You get on Facebook and you do what? Bitch and complain. That's it. You don't do anything else but bitch and complain. Today, what it is, I'm a bitch and I'm going to complain. And I'm not going to do anything. Are you going to be that person? Just say yes. Just admit to it. If that's you, there's nothing wrong with that being you. Just admit to that being you. Okay? Just don't be fake about it. All right? There are people that's standing on the side of what they believe is right. And then there's some people that's on the side of bitching and complaining. All right? If you're on the bitching and complaining side, that's cool. Do you. But just let us know that that's the side you're going to stand on. Is that fair? Is that fair? Is that fair? I'm asking, is that fair? I just want to know if that's fair. If that's fair, then that's fair. Okay? They should do an official strike so they cannot be fired. I agree. I agree. Josh said, boy, if I would have walked out, my mama would have cussed me out from A to Z. Well, that's you. My grandmother left Parker High School back in the 60s. In 1965, when the children had the Children's March, the day that there were hose pipes and all kind of stuff on young black children, guess what? My grandmother was one of them. My great-grandmother told her not to leave school. She gave her specific directions not to leave school. My grandmother realized that what they had to do was something that was much bigger than her. Guess what? She left Parker High School, marched downtown, fought with so many other young people in the Children's March where they had dogs on them. They had hose pipes on them. You think she was worried about getting cussed out? No, not at all. Because it was much bigger than her. Matter of fact, that same day, they were all jailed together. They went to jail. My grandmother was jailed with Dr. King, just like so many of your grandparents. But let me also tell the truth. So many of your grandparents also were just like my great-grandmother, who said, no, don't go down there. No, don't do that. And guess what? Their blood is reeking through you right now. For those that are not standing up with these people, guess what? Your grandparents didn't stand up with my grandmother either. And it's okay. It runs through your blood. It's who you are. It's in your DNA. But don't stop the rest that wants justice for what's happening. Okay? Dr. King said one thing: injustice anywhere, you guys finish the rest. And you already know it. It's a threat to justice everywhere. So guess what? What happened at Kamtek could very well happen to you. You're not owning your own business. If you're working for somebody, you never know when your workplace could be this workplace. So before you allow it to be you, stand up with them so that we could set this example. It's much bigger than all of us. Think about your children's future. Think about all these things that are at stake. Okay? So I implore you all, get involved in this fight. Kamtek employees, I'm about to post the link. Okay? I'm about to post this link. I want other Kamtek employees to come on real quick. All right, we got a couple of minutes. I want other Kamtek employees to come on real quick. Let's see. Let's see how we're going. I'm gonna post this link. Let's see. I'm gonna post this link. Okay. Now, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna post this link for all of our Kamtek employees. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. Stand by. We'll be right back.
Done it again. That's right. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Snipe Young has done it once again. Certified gold.
Certified gold. The new Native Instruments, Snipe Young expansion.
Welcome back, everybody. We're still here. We're talking about Kamtek. Listen, I posted the link and I pinned it. So if anybody out there want to come on, they want to talk about this with me, please come on. What are your thoughts? Let's do a thoughts and opinions segment real quick. What are your thoughts and opinions? Let's give them to me. What are your thoughts and opinions right now? Click the link. It's pinned to the comments. Let's see. We're going to do thoughts and opinions. So click the link right now. Thoughts and opinions. Click the link. I want to get your thoughts. There's 236 people watching, 200-some people. Listen, what are your thoughts? Let's see. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? So click the link and let me know, because I want to hear from you all. What are your thoughts? What do you guys think of what's going on? Talk to me. Tell me exactly what you all think. And because this is important, I want to know if you all agree with Kamtek, if you all disagree, what you guys think. Okay, listen, post a text message. All right, so listen, I'm about to post a text message. Everybody, you guys want to see those? Let's do this. You're absolutely correct. Let's do that. And I'm sorry I did not. I have not already done that. That is something that I should have done. Listen, come on the show. Come on. Click the link. I don't care if you're in the bed. Just don't put no video on. Okay, cut your video off. We're gonna show these texts. I'm about to pull them up in just a second. I got them right here. We're gonna do these. Okay. All right. Oh, I don't know. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. Come on. Hurry up. Come on, man. That's what be dealing with all this technology stuff. This shit just work when it want to. Okay, come on here. Yeah, technology be too damn smart for you. Then it'd be slow. It says a smartphone, but this shit be a slow phone. Damn slow ass phones. Come on, man, send it. Damn, okay, finally. All right, we got that one. Now I'm about to do the other one. Stand by, everybody. Stand by. Okay, we got that. It work when it want to. This thing work when it want to. Okay, there we go. Okay, accept it. All right, come on now. Come on. You know what? All right, we're gonna show you this one. We got both of them now. All right, we cool. All right, we're just having a couple of little technical difficulty. Okay, it's nothing bad. We're just having a little technical difficulty. Okay, now here is this text. Okay, here's the text. All right, hold on. We got somebody that want to come on. No, I'm on the Mac. Listen, I'm on a Mac. You see the Apple right there? That's a Mac. We don't do Dell over here. Dell who? What is Dell? I didn't even know they still make. I didn't even know Dell still made computers. To be honest about it, you told me something new. All right. So look, we got the video. This is the picture. Okay. Okay. So look, this is the text. All right. This is one of them. All right. This is one of them. This is one. You guys see this. Okay. It said, I bought you a necklace. Here, put it on. Okay. This. All right. Pat said, I think we all think protesting Kamtek is a nice idea. Not pointing fingers, any fingers, they could do better. So yes, Pat, I agree. They could totally do better. They could totally do better. I certainly agree with that, Pat. Now, this comment said there's no standby when you barely have a full shift. They need help already, so they feeling this. All right, so that's all I'm here to do. I'm here to help. All right, let's see. Eli, what up?
What up?
What's good? What you got?
What you mean? What I got? I don't know. I just got a text message from you. What's up? Hey, your boy Carlo just be putting me on the spot, boy. But listen, like I said, them boys is hiring now, and I'm going out there to get me a job and work my way up to manager. I'm gonna rob their ass blind. You hear me?
There you go. Rob them blind. All right. Appreciate that.
Say what up to the nigga. Say what up.
Okay. Appreciate you. All right. Anyway, so look, this is what. So you see that one. All right, so now I'm about to show you the other one. Stand by for that one. We got that one right here. All right, so let's pull that one on up here for everybody. All right, listen, if you all come on, the link is there. Come on the show. I want to hear from you all. Okay, I want to hear from everybody. Come on the show. All right, right now, look, here's that other one. Here's that other one. Okay, here's that other one. Okay, here's that other one. Look at that. Now, this one here says, okay. This one here says, it says you see Robert Kelly, Sean, and three other people that's supposed to be in this text. It says before meeting, and then there is what appears to be Lincoln. Okay, a text message from a guy named Lincoln. All right, we're gonna try to zoom in here. Let me know if you guys can see the zoom. Let me know if you guys could see that. But here, let's see. Can you guys see that? Is it zooming? Okay, so you guys should be able to see exactly what Lincoln said. Okay, you should be able to see exactly what's going on in this photo here. This is such a sad photo. This is what they think of us. This is oftentimes what happens. This is what it's like to be Black person in America. Oftentimes we are, played with. Oftentimes we are toyed with. But this here is probably one of the most difficult things for us to be able to look at, because this is happening where people of color, where Black people actually work. This is actually at this workplace where we've discussed tonight. Where at least 80% of the workforce happens to be those of Black people, and this is quite sad. So if you're out there watching, if you all see this, my heart goes out to all of the Kamtek employees that has had to deal with this. Okay. And what it comes down to is, what did they know and when did they know it? A person here said Robert Kelly is a Black supervisor. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to bring this photo back up. We're going to go out of it. And if Robert Kelly is a supervisor, then it is safe to say that management has known about this since the very first day. If we're finding out now that one of the people mentioned in the text thread happens to be a Black man, Robert Kelly is a manager here at Kamtek. If they just now did something about this in August, but management knew about this in February, the very same day that this happened, Robert Kelly got the text. If he's a manager, he got the text. This should not be happening. It's 2020. We should not let this stuff be happening. Listen, Kamtek employees, I want to talk to you all, okay? After this show, I want to hear from you all. Okay? I have a team that is always on standby that's awaiting right now. All you have to do is send an email, info@carlosversuslos.com. If you email that with your name, your phone number, and a brief description of your synopsis of what's happening at Kamtek, then what will end up happening, my team have already started scheduling phone calls. I've already got a couple of calls scheduled for tomorrow with a couple of Kamtek employees. Email that, send a message to that email, and we will be in touch. I will speak with you. We'll talk about this, and we'll figure out where we go from here. But one thing that I do ask, this is all I ask from Kamtek employees, please stick together. You all have the ball in your hand, okay? Whatever outcome you all are seeking, you can get, okay? I appreciate this new developing information that we're getting right now with Robert Kelly. We're not going to put his information out there because that's not important. But I want Kamtek employees to stick together. That's the very least that we can do through all of this. And I ask for the community to get behind them, okay? I'm going to continue to speak with Kamtek employees to figure out what they want to do best. Hopefully we can organize people, organize around what's happening, and get some resolve around all of this. Kamtek, you guys have another thing coming. You guys have another thing coming. This is not the end. This is the beginning. You all knew about this and failed to do anything for months. You knew for months that you all employed racist managers. And now you all want to give black employees the opportunity to rise in the company because you just had to fire the racist managers. That's not how this works. Now you're going to feel the wrath of what it's like to actually see black people stand up for who we are. Black people were once enslaved in this country, but guess what? We stood up for who we were. We fought that. Guess what? Today we're no longer enslaved, Kamtek, no matter what you think. At one point, black people could not vote in this country. At one point, black people couldn't sit at the same lunch counter as white people. But guess what? We've stood up, we fought, and we overcame that. Kamtek, we're going to overcome this too. And it won't be more so people outside of your business, but more so people within your business. As you see today, on 2 different shifts, your employees walked out in mass numbers. That doesn't just happen by coincidence, and it doesn't happen every day in this country. For hundreds of people to give up and potentially lose their job because of how they're being treated says a lot. Now, surely Kamtek could fire every black employee and hire plenty more black people. Is that the route you want to take? Is that what you want to do? This happened on property of the job. The EEOC will have a notice tomorrow. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission will have a email and a letter on tomorrow detailing and seeking their help if employees here have a class action lawsuit on their hand. Now, had this happened outside of the workplace, they're probably not. But because this happened on work property and this involved other work members, then there's every bit of so grounds for a class action lawsuit. Kamtek employees, email us, info@carlosversuslos.com. It's right there on your screen. If you email us, all of your information will be confidential between me and my team. No more than 2 other people other than myself will have access to your information. We're gonna keep we're keeping everything in a file. We got a Kamtek file that we just started tonight. And we're gonna keep everything pertaining to Kamtek in this file because we are here to help you all. In the long term, things that we're looking to do, I want to raise some money so that we can start a crisis center. Anytime something happens in our communities, we should have teams readily available to assist almost immediately. We should not have to rely on calling the police when things happen, but much rather calling a immediate crisis unit of people that look just like us and come from the same neighborhoods and communities that we come from to help us deal with the issues that we oftentimes deal with in our communities. That's our long-term plan. But for now, we have to deal with these things as they come. So that's what we'll do. Today is Kamtek. Tomorrow, it could be your job. The next day, it could be someone else's job. But before we allow it to be anybody else's job, let's fight with Kamtek. We owe that to them. We owe it to stand up with them. We owe it to fight with them. Okay? And I promise you, once those thousands of employees see how we stand up for them, when the next time that you may be in need, I promise you, they too will stand up for you just like I will every single time. It's been a pleasure tonight, everybody. And I hope that this has been a great time for us to talk about what's really happening. We're going to deal with this a little bit further. I will be in town in the coming days and coming weeks. And as I'm in town, we'll be organizing around these very issues that so many of you all care about. And guess what? This dashiki, I'm coming with it. When I put it on, it's a whole nother los. Okay? We're going to fight this tooth and nail. We're going to do everything we can to ensure that the people of Kamtek have a work environment that they could trust, a work environment that they could believe in, and a work environment where they would be comfortable and be able to be Black in a workspace in America. We have a lot of work to do. Racism is not dead. Racism is not gone. But guess what? Racism can be fought. And we continue to fight it every single day. Black people, hold your head up. Don't let this discourage you. Don't let this get you down. We have a lot more things to worry about and a lot better things to fight. But we're not going to give up the battle. We're going to always stay strong. And if we all unite, nobody could ever stop us. So I leave us with this. Let's all unite. All right? I love you. Okay? Even if I never met you, even if I don't know you, I still love you. The only thing that we have that could unite us all is the love that we can have for each other. So many things happen because so many people have hatred in their hearts. So many people don't feel the love of other people. But as people, we have to start showing that we love other people a little bit more. If we start loving a little bit more, people will be nicer, okay? We're wearing these masks. Under these masks, people can't see our faces, so we're smiling a lot less. Studies show that you smile less, you're not as happy. Smile more, even with your mask on. It'll help. We have to do better as who we are. If we start loving, if we start caring, and we start being more hospitable toward each other, we could see a better country and a better place for all of us to live. But as long as we have people that do not want to adapt to who we are as a country, we're well beyond racism. We're well beyond where we were 50 years ago. We're in a new profound destiny today. Each day we evolve. We get better and better as people. There's new things that we learn. Our minds are everlasting developing the older we get. But we always, no matter what, can't forget who we are. Black people, be strong. Take care of yourself. Eat something healthy. Eat something good. And tell people you love them. That's the only thing that we have that could really unite us all, is the love that we could have for anybody. You don't have to know somebody to love them. Love is a characteristic that is oftentimes unseen. Oftentimes it's something that you don't feel, but it's something that is a feeling. It's something that you can feel. It's something that you should feel. but it also has to be something that you want to feel. So if you want to feel love, guess what? I love you. And you should want to feel like you could love other people. We got somebody that's coming on real quick. We're going to see what this person has to say. This is very raw. I don't know who this is, but we're going to listen to them and what they have to say. T. Jones, how are you? Hello. Hello. All right. So we don't know who that was or what they wanted. All right. So anyway, everybody, listen. All right. We're gonna listen. We're gonna get one other person on real quick. Let's see. Hello. All right. We got one other person that wants to come on real quick. And we're gonna hear from one other person. And I'm gonna let you guys go. I know it's late. It's approaching 10 o'clock in Birmingham. You guys have families to tend to, so give us maybe 5 more minutes. We're waiting on somebody else to come on real quick, and once we get them on, then we'll let you all get on about your night. So just give us a quick second as we are waiting on this. I just sent the link to them, so as soon as he come on, we will we'll get this going. Let's see. Kelly said, I appreciate your presentation. Need a pro power to fight pro power. Yes, Kelly. You're right. Surette said there is a little girl missing from Tarrant. No Amber Alert, even though she's been gone 2 days. Okay. And people are saying that she's found. Thanks, Minnie, for that. And Brandon, she's been found. Thank you so much. And Pamela also, she has been found. Surette says, thanks for that. All right, let's see. Let's see. So let's see. This is very interesting. Now, this person says, I used to staff for Mercedes and was instructed to hire Hispanics and whites because blacks will not work. Wow, that is very, very interesting. Hashtag stand with Kamtek. Yes, let's use that. Let's use that hashtag there. Stand with Kamtek for those that will stand with Kamtek. Nicole, my pleasure. I'm just here to help and be of a service, and this is what we need as a community. We need people, that I'm here, to be of a service. I don't live in Birmingham, but guess what? Birmingham is my home. It's where I'm from. It will always be where my heart and passion lies, and I will always help Birmingham any kind of way that I can. Let's see. Also, Felicia said, charge your phone tonight. Bad weather coming through. Yes, there is a hurricane. Okay, please, people, be safe. The hurricane season is typically really over at this point, but we're dealing with climate change, and because of climate change, the hurricane season was prolonged this year. So please, if you all are in the direct path of this hurricane, please be safe. Please be safe. Let's see. Joseph said that doesn't surprise me. I've seen it all in 15 years of consecutive employment, and that's just the way it is. Let's see. Nick said FedEx is hiring, so if you guys are out there, if you're looking, anybody at Kamtek that may be looking for other employment, just kind of look into FedEx. They are currently hiring. And now, what I was thinking about today, I'm actually thinking about starting a staffing service. So I'm going to actually start reaching out to different companies around town to ensure that they're hiring the number of black people that they need for their business. But also, I will be the direct person that kind of handles the hiring for people for these businesses to ensure that they keep people, maintain happiness amongst their employees, and to work out any other kind of minute issue that happens in the workplace between those employees and their workers. So I've started some paperwork on that today, but I hope to get a business up and running pretty soon that, where we can actually start helping to better place people in jobs of employment. So that's one thing that I really want to do. Let's see. Ms. Vance said, as an employee there, I appreciate you. One love. No problem. That's what I'm here to do. We have to do this. Let's see. Murderham, Tony. Murderham. What's good,
What up,
Murderham?
bro?
What's good?
My bad, man. I was actually on.
I got two of my favorite people. I got Murderham and Lady Freedom. Hold on. Let me add her too. Lady Freedom.
Most dog.
What's good, sister?
Man, what's good is them Kamtek workers ain't playing with their head. You feel me?
Man, that's how we got to keep it, man. That's how we got to keep it.
But the thing I wanted to say is that, there's a lot of more in places of employment where people have been subjected to having to deal with racism, intimidation, people telling people to try on nooses and see if it fit. So I want to encourage the people who are seeing what's happening with the people at Kamtek taking a stand. I want to encourage other places of employment where people are being subjected to this type of tomfoolery. I want to suggest to them, go on ahead and pull your Kamtek tomorrow. You already don't want to be there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's more than Kamtek. It's bigger than just the Kamtek.
Yeah.
We know this is happening in many, many places. And I just want to encourage the people to look at the power of the people and to see, and also to realize the power of the people and not to just fold in with okay, well, you fired them. All right. No, it's bigger than firing somebody. It's bigger than sending somebody to the house. You understand?
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I want to just say power to the people, and as a organizer with the workers and raising the wage and everything, I'm so proud of the workers. Shout out, power to the people, Black power to the workers. You feel me?
Man,
I'm so proud of them.
Man, listen, I've never been so proud of people. Listen, you know what we do, Lady Freedom? Ain't no power like the power of the people, because the power of the
people don't stop.
Hey,
huh? But the
no
production line do play with it. The
don't
production line do if we say so.
There you go.
Facts.
There you
And
go.
that's what we got to understand is we move everything, man. You talking about 250 people walking out of a job. That's what 80% of Kamtek's work staff. You get what I'm saying? So that shows the power of the people. And everybody don't get it confused. They can't fire none of them people, because all of them people got days. You can call out. What everybody needs to do is just call in. And there's no ramifications. There's no ramifications to calling in and taking a point. They have point systems. So we have to take the power back. Like I applaud them folks. All them people that just walked out on them, I applaud them people, because there's a lot of people that wanted to walk out that wouldn't have walked out or wouldn't have had. So out of 250 people, I'd say maybe 50 of those people were the ones that were like, look, we not taking this no more. You get what I'm saying? And once those 50 people started walking out and everybody else was like, okay, yeah, but we ain't taking it either. You get what I'm saying? Because we've been at that thing. So don't be afraid to raise an alarm or none of that, because we be too scared of the consequences. Like there's a lot of people like, man, well, I can't lose my job right now. I can't do this right now. So I'm willing to take whatever they gonna give me because I need to check. Nah, it should never be like that. It should never be like that. It should never be to where we're allowing a dollar to allow us to be disrespected. So
that's.
And I don't walk off a few myself, so I'm not gonna suggest to nobody to do nothing that I wouldn't do. They wanted us to make calls against healthcare. No, I ain't calling. Matter of fact, I'm off today. Forget about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're not gonna do things that are counterproductive to us. We're not going to do things that are counter-revolutionary. So, but I also want to just send some vibrations out to those who were scared to go. Everybody didn't march with Dr. King. Everybody didn't ride with Malcolm. You feel me? And so I'm not going to down the people who stayed, who thought that your job was more important than pleasing your ancestors and making God happy. I'm just going to be real. If you're more concerned about how you're going to pay your car note than about how you look to the people who already laughing at you.
Look at this. You got
my heart goes out to you,
Chauncey justifying this. Chauncey justifying it. He's justifying the man having the news. So Chauncey said,
out of all the ways, Chauncey, that he could have avoided going to a meeting was why was hanging himself. You know what I'm saying? One of the reasons. He could have shot himself. He could have put a gun to his head.
It totally makes sense, okay? Because they did the hashtag before that. I'm gonna pull up the text again. But the hashtag before that, it said before meeting. It said hashtag before meeting, and then he proceeded to send that. So but hold on.
They can try to fake break all they want, bro.
Yeah,
I got a perfect policy for Chauncey, because Chauncey's he's trying to make light of the situation, and I completely understand. But even when you sign that paperwork, Chauncey, there's a part of that paperwork that goes into clothing. You get what I'm saying? And things that you can wear and things that you can bring onto company property. And one of those things is obscene or anything that would be considered derogatory or offensive to somebody else. So with 80 employees, do you not think a noose would be considered? Yeah.
Well, Chauncey, you might not be justifying it, but you just look like you caping for one. They don't need your help.
So is a noose not considered something that would be offensive to a large portion of your employment staff?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Maybe Chauncey didn't see the one that Little Miss Justice posted. The one Little Miss Justice did about the necklace.
Yeah, the necklace. Now that's a whole different
Maybe he missed that one. Let's hear his justification.
Yeah,
and this is a constant use of a noose, bro. It's not different things. They use a noose every time. It's not multiple things or anything like that. They're continuously using a noose, something that's offensive to a. You know what I'm saying? So policy wise,
and Brother Chauncey,
it should have been taken care of from the jump. So if we're going off a place that works off a policy, that making sure that everybody's going how they're supposed to do. There's a standard of operation everywhere. Then they need to follow the protocols too. There's no gray area. Exactly.
Yeah, it's just that simple. Chauncey, you got the link. The link is posted. Is pinned to the comments. That's the link to the show. Please. Come on.
And let me say this though, Carlos.
Yes.
That mental health matters. And so if your coworker thinks that they need to make a joke about hanging themselves because of a meeting, he should have been off for more than just, they should have just fired him today. They should have been sent him somewhere to talk to somebody. So is Kamtek also not caring that their employees are willing to commit suicide about their meetings? I mean, if you really want to just take it there and try to cater them in that form and fashion, Brother Chauncey. Yeah. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah, and Patrice said, and not to mention these messages were sent in a group text on the phone provided by the company. Oh, exactly. So this is also, that's another issue. I didn't even think about that aspect.
Come through.
And then it's not even the entire staff. There's only 3 people in this group text. So it's not even like they're making a joke amongst the entire place. Now, if everybody in the group text, if everybody in the building was in the group text, that would be something totally different. There's 3 people in this group text. Obviously, all 3 are racist.
What's funny about your coworker wanting to kill themselves about a meeting? In the form of a hanging.
Let's see.
Make it make sense. It's not what it was about. And the necklace
proves it. Just pick the link.
The necklace post proves it. But it's bigger than that too. Because let's take a step back. Maybe Chauncey is unaware. Maybe Chauncey is unaware of the long time culture that's been going on at Kamtek with this type of behavior. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, because talk about rodeo with Kamtek. Remember, we had to deal with them. I had to address them a few months ago. I think a little while ago about something that they did.
And if the brother that came on that worked here was hard pressed to figure out who's in senior leadership as a person of color, that ought to already be an indication to you that it's not about being like a demographic.
Come on the show, man. I just posted the link.
Come through with the come through.
So So Lady Freedom, what are some things that you think should happen now at Kamtek? So what's next? Like, what are the policies that should happen next? Or not even policies, but more so the actions. What are the actions and or policies that need to take place next?
The actions, there need to be something really put into place to be a compensation to the employees who've had to be subjected to this, because it is a form of racial intimidation to bring someone back who was fired for racial actions, to bring them back in the face of the people that had to deal with it. So there's more than just firing somebody that needs to be done with. Apparently, there needs to be some type of, like in my company, we have to have inclusion trainings. And if you don't finish it, you can't clock in. So apparently there's some type of sensitivity training that's missing. We can't even make off-color jokes at my job, either one of the jobs that I work. I work more than one. I finished training last week about jokes that may be considered offensive. Mm-hmm. That's a joke That wasn't no joke. That can still be considered offensive. But further than that, the company needs to be held legally liable for the fact that they knew this was going on, did not act. They are negligent. And I want to suggest to the employees, strike. If you want to make sure that somebody ain't going to come in and replace you doing your job, set up out front of the gate. Don't wait for Carlos to get back in town. Set up out front the gate so that people can know, because many times people are unaware. Everybody don't have Facebook. They may not have got the memo about what's going on. So a demonstration on site would behoove you. And there are such things as strike pay. So I want to suggest to y'all, just because you walked out, don't think you still can't get your money. It's a way. There is a way, and there are strength in numbers. I see we got a new.
Yeah, I'm here.
We finally got Chauncey in, man.
So look, Patrice's point. So Patrice basically
I didn't understand the situation.
For the lady that was fired earlier this year. Now check this out. So what's going to show? So my rationale is, what did they know? I mean, what did they know, and when did they know it? Okay, they knew on the day in February that this was going on. Okay, if Robert Kelly is a manager at Kamtek, management knew that this was going on. Okay, management didn't say anything about this itself. All right, that's one problem. Right, even if this is a group of managers, managers knew what the other managers were doing, but yet the managers failed to do something. Okay, that's the first issue. Everybody at senior level got to go. Okay, simple as that. Secondly, to Patrice's point, they did fire the lady earlier this year. Then they brought her back. Okay, so they also knew earlier this year what was going on because they fired her earlier this year. Chauncey, why do you say that people are like, blowing this out of proportion or whatever?
Well, from my understanding is, I only read the text message. I didn't know what Katie said. Y'all just hit me to that. I read the text message, and I just felt like it was, being blown out of proportion because it was in the context of him avoiding the meeting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My thought was the fact that everything's going on in the country right now. I felt like everybody was just quick to jump to assumptions. But y'all cleared that up for me when you mentioned everything that you're allowed to have on company property, obscene materials, anything like that, and the fact that it was in a group message on company phone. So, yeah, I was wrong. They fucked up.
And a former worker, Ms. Regina Page. Hey, Ms. Regina, how are you doing? Ms. Page said, "I work at Kamtek, and she's a current employee. So I work at Kamtek, and they are some of the biggest races it is. So
I got fired from Kamtek last year.
You said you got fired?
Yes.
Why were you fired?
Well, I first got my first write-up from actually going outside to get a plate from my fiance for lunch. They wrote me up for that.
Wait a minute. Say that again?
Well, I got a write-up from going outside to go get a plate for my fiance for my lunch.
Okay.
It was on company time, but I mean, they allow literally everybody else to do
company time.
Okay. So
you know what I'm saying?
You get hang yourself under the noose on company time, but you can't go get a plate on company time. Wow. Okay. Well, okay. Now, that was the first time you said, Chauncey. Continue.
The second write-up. What was the second write-up? The second write-up was when they asked me to stay over, even though my line had got done at 4:30 and they sent everybody home. They wanted me to stay over and make sub parts. Basically, it was some unnecessary shit, and I ended up leaving with my line because fuck no, y'all not about to send everybody else home and make me stay just because y'all don't like me. And the reason they didn't like me was because I'm unapologetically black and like I'm not finna kiss your ass. That's a whole nother story though.
Okay, well, but it's interesting though, Chauncey. Now, follow where I'm going. There's nothing against you, but it's interesting to hear your story from.
Listen, fuck Kamtek. I totally feel like fuck Kamtek.
But you began kind of like, oh well, people are like, you can't go back to us too many comments, but you were basically saying that people are, they were getting it wrong about what's happening, but then so kind of you were like started off defending.
My thing was, I wasn't riding for Kamtek. I just want my people to choose their battles wisely. You know what I mean? This election is coming up in a week, and this country is about to go into complete chaos. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to see us like saying something small like this and completely, you know what I mean, flipping the table.
But what it is it's
It's
not a small
small.
thing. It's not a small thing because if you wore a shirt or if you did something, or I guarantee if, and pardon me using this term because we may have some homosexuals in the crowd, but if somebody said faggot in that group message, I guarantee you that there will be a whole bunch of people outside of that thing saying that, yeah, they're insensitive to gay people. So we can't try to put covers on the things that they do, especially when it's being obviously racist. Okay, so now the dude that wore the noose, do you think that he's somebody that has a firearm?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so why would he use a noose to kill himself? To keep him from, I mean, a noose, that's kind of like torturous. You get what I'm saying? Why wouldn't he just put the gun to his head in his car before he even got out and put that into the group message? You get what I'm saying? Why is a noose the object that you want to use to kill yourself when that's obviously an offensive symbol? You know what I'm saying? So it just seems that you were kind of uninformed on the situation.
That is another thing. I'm sorry to cut you off.
But that's cool. That's cool, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I literally
In the
took the
comments
maintenance test. I literally took the maintenance test, and I feel like they fucked me over because I took the maintenance test and passed it. Took the what do you call it? Long story short, I was like guaranteed to get into maintenance and make a lot more money than what I was making, and I got fired. Like they started fucking me over as soon as I got into maintenance.
What did they make in maintenance?
What'd you say?
What did they make in maintenance?
I'm not sure. I think they start off at like 25. I'm not sure. You got to go through classes and whatnot.
They start off at 25.
Yeah, you got to go through classes and whatnot.
Wow. So they starting off at 25. Then that means that they're making almost $60,000 a year.
Yeah, I'm not
almost twice what they're starting out everybody else with.
They almost twice what they're starting out everybody else. They're making 20. Let's do some math real quick. I want to do a little math. There's at least 55, 57,000. There's got to be at least. Let's do a little math. Okay, he said 25.
25 times 80.
40. We'll do 40. That's $1,000, right? And times 52. All right, that's $52,000 a year. Okay, that's much more still than what the other positions are paying. Now let's read what Miss Regina Page said. Regina Page said they hire all of these white guys in maintenance and don't know nothing but won't hire black people in maintenance. And all of the upper management is white. It's bigger than the post. Let's go to another comment. She said $35 an hour. All right. Well, let's do something here. Let's take $35 an hour. $35 an hour times 40. That's $1,400 a week. That's 52 weeks. That's $72,000 a year.
Yeah, man.
And while we talking about numbers,
some of those maintenance men are fucking heroin addicts, be dozing off, like sitting down while everybody else busting their ass around now. I literally seen that with my own eyes. Like, one of my friends was actually serving a nigga heroin. We're not gonna talk about that though. But anyway,
you already know that, man. Cause I mean, we being honest. I mean, in a work culture, like that's what people do. People do drugs on their off time. I mean, what we do on our off time, it shouldn't have nothing to do with it.
Here we go. Listen, here we go. We got Billy Bob. Billy Bob said it's not just white.
I work with me.
Billy Bob decided. Thanks, Billy, for defending Kamtek and telling us it's not white. Listen, one black guy don't mean nothing. Okay,
exactly.
If 10% of maintenance is black, guess what? You still got a problem, Billy Bob.
I used to sit there
exactly. When you got when obviously 80% of the workforce is African American, and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, if you want to defend that, if you actually think it's two black guys,
there is only 2 black maintenance guys I know that has worked there. Okay.
How many maintenance workers do they have, Chauncey?
Yeah.
I used to work in cradles, so I'm not sure. You know, Kamtek has K1, K2, K3.
But I'm saying, if you had to estimate total, how many maintenance workers are on your shift that you work with?
That was on my shift, I'll say about 6 in my department.
Okay, in your department, then how many departments are there maintenance workers for every department?
Yeah, every department.
So how many departments are there?
You got door line, roofs.
So roughly, how many would you say?
Vendors. Fuck,
more than 10. I'm just saying, we're trying to get a number. So, are there more than 10 departments or less than 10 departments?
You got fenders. I'll say about more than 10.
Okay, so we'll even go with 10. We'll even go with 10 people. So out of 60 maintenance workers, there are only 2 African American maintenance workers. Only 2.
And I'm willing to wager that the ratio of white workers who were skipped over for those positions is much lower, if not invisible, than the black workers who were.
Always be the case. Okay, the black guy in maintenance, she said the best guy in maintenance is black. It's always the case. It's typical.
And they could have had more.
So he got to bust his ass. He got to make sure he busts his ass to keep his job because there's only 2 of them. He can't doze off. He can't go to sleep. He don't have the amenities that the white maintenance men have because obviously, like I said, there's what's 2 people out of 60
mediocre.
What's that percentage, Carlos?
Huh?
What's the percentage of black maintenance workers? It's 2 maintenance workers out of 60.
Okay. Oh shit! It was 2 out of 60. That's less than 1%. Hell, that's way less than 1%. 2 out of 60. Because
if we did 50%.
Why y'all figuring? We're talking about numbers and we're talking about figures. But while y'all are figuring, let's talk about the number they done did on my people, where you can be mistreated at a place, and people will still jump on and try to say, "Oh, it's not as bad as you think." No, it is as bad as we all think. See, I had a brother that worked at Kamtek, so I know before this even came to be. But let's talk about the number they did on our people while we're calculating figures. Let's talk about the number they did on our people where they will come.
Listen, Billy Bob says 6 maintenance and K1 for the whole plant.
For the whole plant. So how many maintenance workers are there in the entire plant, Nicholas? That's the number that we want to have.
Hey,
because if it's 6 out of 60,
the best maintenance.
Because if it's 6 out of 60,
and they could have had a whole bunch more, but they was tripping. So let's talk about the workers who've been trying to come at us for supporting those who stood up, because we still gonna support them.
We love
the number that has been done on our people, where you can be oppressed, you can be repressed, you can be distressed, and they will still come to defend these people. Lord help us. Let's talk about the number that's been done. What you got?
Said racism is racism. White adults know exactly what they're doing when they make references to slavery and lynching. Don't let racial gaslighting prosper. I agree. And look, Nicholas said something. He said, "Who was the supervisor who was on Met?" I want to know too. Who was the supervisor?
Somebody go put it in the comments. You already know.
Put them out there. Put them out there.
Right now, they're probably all on Met. Okay.
Tag them in the comments.
Tag them in the comments.
Kiana said they fired my cousin for going to get some prescribed safety glasses. Wow. You know, that just goes to show. That just goes to show. They don't care what they do. Let's see. Billy Bob said maybe 12 for both shifts per plant.
Billy Gentry.
12. So come on, man.
Thank you, Mr. Gentry.
You don't know a definite number, and that shows you don't know a definite number of employee or maintenance workers, but you know how many black people it is though. You don't know the total, but you don't know the total, but you know it's 6 blacks. So I know it's 6 blacks. So, I know it's definitely 6 blacks.
Ms. Payne said they covering up sexual harassment, and I know that for a fact. Well, we about to bring out everything that's going on at Kamtek. Matter of fact, every night for the next couple of days, we're gonna dedicate to Kamtek. You know, we're gonna dedicate to Kamtek. We're gonna call this the Kamtek Show, because
I think it's gonna be a walkout wave, Carlos.
I do too.
Because you're gonna have so many people empowered from what they've seen today. You might have some more businesses that you're gonna have to put the bleep on whenever people are tired of covering them in silence and stop being scared about losing them coins.
Yes. Billy Bob said he worked with a lot of black guys that would be good in maintenance, you know, and I'm quite sure, Billy, all of them will be good in maintenance. Okay. Matter of fact, the whole maintenance department should be completely black. If you want to be honest.
I mean, obviously they say that the best maintenance dude is a black guy, right? So I mean, you should want to hire more black people, because I mean, obviously
should at least reflect.
I came up with the number. I said 85. All right. So I said 85% of the workforce was black. Then one of the employees came on. He said about 80% of the workforce was black. But Ms. Page is saying that 90% of the workforce is black. That is big. That's very big. You know, like 90%, that's a very big number. But only 10% of the workforce is black management. That is a also staggering number. You know, what are
they say they don't have no black management. Nobody in management is black. Upper management.
I apologize, Nicholas. Thank you for the information you're providing, Nicholas Gentry. I did put you in a stereotype, just oftentimes as with Kamtek managers, but basically doing the same thing with the lynching. So no, what's the difference? All right, just like your president say, what's the difference? But anyway, Nicholas, you got it. I won't do that. But let's see. He said they don't want to do the apprenticeship because it's 8 years. 8 years.
I bet you it's some folks up in there in the maintenance
So
department.
you really
I
mean
bet you they got the buddy hookup bet money.
you really
I don't
mean
even bet you,
that
Carlos, but I'm the bet money.
They basically got black folk over here in slavery. He said so. Sanchi said it's definitely 90% and 70% are temps that make $12 an hour to do exactly the same job as regular employees who are making probably twice as much as that. So what is that? A slave wage, right? Is that not?
Tell Regina to click the link down there, baby, because she keeps saying put Regina on. Tell Regina to click the link.
Come on, Miss Page. Click the link, Miss Page.
Please, Gina, because we come through Gina. Gina got
Miss Regina, click the link. I want you to come on real quick. We want to hear from you. If you listen, go on throw
and I guarantee you, the people that's like, no, we can't do that. They ain't never made that much money in their life.
Ms. Regina,
they scared to go. They scared to try to find another job making that much money. And that's a shame, bro. That's sad.
Put Miss Regina, put a wig on real quick, a bonnet or something. Just come on, Rick. We want to talk to you.
Or you could come on. You don't even have to turn the camera on. You got to turn your camera on.
We just want to hear from you. Just click the link, Miss Regina, and you ain't got to do nothing. Don't even worry about it. But you ain't got to get out the bed. Okay, just at least stay in the bed. You ain't got to get up. If you're bonnet on, leave it on. Okay, you ain't even got to put your video on. Just come on.
The link. It's gonna ask you, do you want to add your video? Say no, and it's gonna bring you.
No, we just want you on, Miss Regina. The people really want to hear from you.
For real.
My cousin's scared. I was trying to get him to come on and talk about it, but he kind of, what I'm saying? He kind of riding away. He kind of one of them folks that just walked out with him. So that's how I know that when I was saying that it was only probably 50 or 60 people that actually was like, yeah, we're not taking this no more. But the rest of the people, once they started seeing them walk out, it was more, okay, yeah, we doing this now. You get what I'm saying? He was one of the people that was like, okay, yeah, we doing this now. So he more on some like, it's always been racist, but everywhere is racist type thing. But we got to get away from accepting that, man, because nobody's accepting anything. The gay people not accepting being disrespected. So black people shouldn't continuously accept being disrespected. We're the only race that watch our people die on TV. There's certain things you can't even see titties on TV. They blur titties out on TV, but they actually allow you to see a black man be shot to death on on national television. So that shows you just how much respect they have for us. And everybody, African American, should have PTSD. We're watching ourselves be accosted on a daily basis on television. Nobody else has to see that. But you can send a soldier over there who volunteers to go over there and do bullshit in the name of the country that we call America, and they bring them back over here and pay them for life because they say, yeah, I'm traumatized. But we traumatized as an entirety. So we tired.
I'm traumatized for the Kamtek workers, and I don't even work there.
Yeah.
Most tired of
so if you don't want to go to work tomorrow, call your FMLA days or something. FMLA is a federally protected thing.
Listen, we got Miss Regina. Miss Regina. Hold on. We got Miss Regina. Hold on. We got Miss Regina. Miss Regina, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I tried to call you earlier when I got out work this morning.
You tried to call me?
Yes, I did.
What you mean when you went to work this morning with Miss Regina, the Kamtek?
I got off this morning.
Okay.
That's the reason they put me on night shift, because of the cover up like the sexual harassment.
Okay.
So you were sexually harassed?
No, another girl, and I was the witness.
All right. So look, Miss Regina. So you know a lot that's going on. So wherever, like, tell us from beginning to end what you see going on with Kamtek, and listen, I got your back, and you know that.
Me too. They are racist.
Okay.
They racist. Look,
go ahead. Oh.
What you mean tell you from beginning to end?
So so tell us about the racism. So if they racist, explain what the racism is. Like how,
okay,
like
I said, first of all, they hire these white men straight off the street. don't know nothing about maintenance, and paying them all this money, and then they want to come on the line and ask the operators, tell me something what's going on. And when they come over there and ask me, like I tell them, you figure it out. That's your job. You getting paid the big bucks. I can know what's going on, and I still ain't telling you. Because I run the line, and yeah, I know what be going on, but I ain't gonna tell them.
Yep, that's how it should be. And regardless, even if they bringing people in,
everybody in upper management is white. Everybody in upper management is white.
So, Miss Regina,
like the thing about Katie. Right before the mess came up about Katie, because this is the second time it came up about Katie, y'all just fired a black lady because she went and fired this black man for wearing a Juneteenth shirt.
Oh, not the Juneteenth!
Wow.
Yes.
Not the Juneteenth shirt!
So when I was
he wore a cheap shirt and a Black Lives Matter mask, and they wanted her to write him up, and she wouldn't do it. So they fired her, and she was the head of HR.
And okay, because so Miss Regina, when I so I was
stuff going on at Kamtek that's not right.
So I was talking with some employees earlier, and they told me about that. They told me, they said, well, I said I was talking with some employees earlier, and they basically told me that. They said, well, yeah, Katie was fired earlier this year, but then they hired a black woman. Then they fired the black woman. Then they hired Katie back. So they've been knew about this. So when do you think that they knew that the senior most level?
That was the lie. That was the lie that's telling.
No. Well, did they bring?
No, she said Katie was never fired. Let her talk, Carlos.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
They probably let Katie take a leave chair.
Okay, she was never fired.
They probably gave her short-term disability.
Same time. You know, let me tell you something. They tell a lot of lies at Kamtek. You can't believe none of the stuff you see. Half of the stuff you see, or some of the stuff they say. You gotta know for yourself. She was never fired. She was in K1 doing a hiring class. She had a noose on a keychain. That was the first thing. Then turn around. Now, by it came up about this noose with the other guy. So what is it gonna take for y'all to do black people right? Like I said, they better be glad we won't.
Oh, I wish Miss Regina's phone would come through with the clearness. Because did she say that girl had the noose on the keychain?
She said she got the noose on the keychain.
Yeah, Miss Regina, your phone breaking up.
Your phone breaking up. Can you find another spot where you at, Miss Regina?
Yes, I did.
Yeah,
cut the Wi-Fi off. Yeah, cut your Wi-Fi off. Can you find another spot in your house?
Her name.
I said,
who said a loose keychain?
She had to make that. She said I made that.
Oops, she said, look, Katie was never fired. Y'all better let the workers talk, honey, because she said never.
Yeah, we can hear you.
She said she was never fired.
Oop.
Okay, Miss Regina. Okay.
Now she gotta turn the mic back on.
Cut your mic on, Miss Regina.
It's a button at the bottom say mic.
You gotta cut your microphone on. You gotta press the button that said microphone, Miss Regina.
There we go. Bottom left. Ooh. It was too hot.
Look at that, boy. Facebook, they muted Miss Regina.
We still on Katie Justice tail, honey. It don't matter.
We try. Okay, Miss Regina. All right, look, you gotta press. There's a button on your phone that said mute. Said mic. Press the microphone button for me. It said you. Hold on. Okay, wait. Oh, that's it. It said.
Hit it. Sweet black baby Jesus, please let Miss Regina find the unmute button at the bottom.
Stand by, everybody. We trying to get Miss Regina audio to work because we trying to hear from her, Miss Regina.
Yes.
She know everything that's going on around Kamtek, and Miss Regina about to be the catalyst, and she about to be the one to make everything change around this thing. And she didn't even start talking about the sexual harassment stuff that she was a witness to. You know, she talking about the racism. Yeah. We're trying to get
I was
Mr.
going
Regina.
to ask her about.
Look at the comment, Ms. Regina. They said cut your microphone on me.
Please cut that mic on, Miss Regina, because we need all of this.
Okay, look, Miss Regina. Look, okay, leave and come back, Miss Regina. Okay, leave and come back, close it out, and then press the link again so it'll bring you right back to us, Miss Regina. Do that, so we'll see if that'll work. Okay.
She said Katie got the keychain, Chad. Y'all better never let me see one walking around here with a keychain with the noose on it. Lord, help us.
Ms. Regina
I was going
said,
to ask about the mask, the Black Lives Matter mask, and everything, where they receptive to that.
They said she
Especially
said
when it's
because she wouldn't write the man up. What?
But they're obviously aware of the policy that wearing things that are offensive or that people that, you know what I'm saying, feel otherwise is something that you can't wear on company property. And they're obviously allowing a lady to walk around with a noose on her keychain. And they're
what's
obviously
the odds of me
using
getting this Juneteenth t-shirt, y'all? What's the odds?
And what's the odds of the noose being a continuous use? You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many other things that you can use and that you can take.
T-shirt, but you don't get fired for. Listen, Miss Regina says she's staying fired. Damn, her Wi-Fi acting up.
No, cut your Wi-Fi off, Miss Regina. If you're on your phone,
Regina, please.
If you cut your Wi-Fi off, Miss Regina, and then join in.
Try to do it again. See if your Wi-Fi.
I would roll over there with my hotspot if my car was rolling, baby. I would right on over there and throw my hotspot in the air for her. Written there.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
Power to the people.
Hey, she said that them folk, man, she said that lady had a keychain with the noose on it.
You hear me?
Jesus. Could you imagine? Could you ever in your life imagine? Can you ever imagine? Can you ever imagine? Ever?
I ain't never even seen Carlos. I don't care if I'm in the doggone Dollar General or the House of Prayer. I see a noose on your keychain, it's instant smoke.
Miss Regina, listen, call my phone. I'm about to send you my telephone number.
And then that's the HR lady. So if the HR lady cuts up bad like that, anybody can do whatever they want to do.
But look at this though. That's the lady that's in charge of maintaining morality and everything around her. So if she's a clear racist, then she cares nothing about the morality of the African American workers. The HR lady is the person that you're supposed to go to when you got a problem. So I mean, like that's crazy, bro.
Hey, okay, cool. I found your number was in my inbox. I said, let me just try this number out. Okay, listen, I got Miss Regina on the telephone, y'all.
On the line.
All right, Miss Regina. Listen, people in the
330-8004.
Comment and let me know if you can hear Miss Regina. Miss Regina, say something for the people.
Hey, people.
She said, can y'all hear her?
I can hear.
You hear?
I can hear loud and clear.
Okay. All right, Miss Regina. I don't know where you got cut off, but wherever you feel like you got cut off, just start back there.
I don't even know why I got cut off.
Well,
she was talking about Katie having a noose on her keychain. Start there.
Yeah, you were talking about Katie had the noose on the keychain.
Yeah, she had a noose on the keychain. That was when they fired the black lady that was over human resources. Then talked around now. Because they was lying, some of they had a lot going around Kamtek, some of she was fired, but she was in K1 hosting the job there. Then turned around, now they somebody gonna have the Facebook page and she got another news. So what she wanna hang all the time?
Dang. Now, how old is Katie?
She ain't but 20-some years old.
Wow.
And working human resources.
Wow.
I'm talking about young enough to be my dog.
Wow. So, So, Murder Ham, you was gonna ask.
That just gonna show you. Black folks ain't gonna never get no better. We won't stick together. Them white folks stick
Exactly.
together.
Yeah.
Racists or not, against the policy and everything, they gonna stick together. It don't matter. Yeah. We breaking rules together. If we together, and that's what I'm saying. Like even the people that's saying like, yeah. It's not that bad. Not even saying Chauncey came up because he said he was obviously misinformed. But everybody else, I'm pretty sure that it's people that
Chauncey needs to shut up because he sit up there and contradicting himself. Some it ain't that deep and then turn around some of all the stuff they
him.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. We was gonna let Chauncey live. You get what I'm saying? We ain't wanna go in on him because he came back and he was, you know what I'm saying, backpedaling on what he said because obviously he was misinformed. But I mean, not necessarily misinformed because I mean he's obviously dealing with racism. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. It's so many people. That's what I'm saying. It was so many people that have been dealing with that have been dealing with him being racist with.
We trying to hear Auntie Gina, man. Let Auntie Gina.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut up. I'm finna
All right,
mute
so
my mic.
look, Murderham, you was about to ask Miss Regina something, okay? No, not that yet. Not that yet. He wanted to ask you about the Black Lives Matter mask and stuff, but we're gonna get into the sexual harassment too.
Okay.
So
she was over him a resource. They on Juneteenth, he came in with a Black Lives Matter mask on and a Black Lives Matter shirt, and they wanted her to write him up. And she wouldn't do it, and she told him, why would you write him up and everybody else coming down out of uniform? And they found some kind of way to get rid of her.
So did they ask Miss Regina, did they get rid of him? What happened to him? What was the recourse on the employees that wore that?
They fired him. They fired him because they say he was out of uniform.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me ask you.
So what's the uniform? Do they allow you to wear your own clothes?
Okay, so that's what I. So that's what I want to ask Miss Regina. All right, so you basically just said it, but I want to verify. So you said that you have seen Kamtek employees wearing Trump hats inside of Kamtek.
I just told my supervisor 2 days ago. I said, "You see that white boy over there with that Trump hat on? He was in
maintenance.
Oh, one of the $80,000 maintenance employees. Oh, okay. Well, he's making more money on the on top, I guess. So, but the guy got fired for wearing a Juneteenth t-shirt.
Juneteenth.
Okay, and somebody else, Kevin Foster said they wear Trump. And Monica said the uniform.
They wear whatever they want to wear now.
Well, Monica said the uniform is black pants and Kamtek shirts. Supposedly, how often do you see people in black pants and Kamtek t-shirts?
And are people
and no Kamtek t-shirts. I see people with Nike shirts, all kind of shirts, whatever they want to wear.
So okay, so the uniform policy itself is not thoroughly implemented. No. Okay. Now,
so let me ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah,
Miss Regina, do you think that a noose is acceptable to wear since you can't even wear a Black Lives Matter shirt? Do you think that a noose should be an acceptable thing that people allow? I already know what you're going. I just want to hear you say it.
No, I don't think it's acceptable.
Exactly. I want because I know some people are watching. You get what I'm saying? And I want them to make sure that they understand that that's not acceptable. Because obviously, it's people that feel like it's acceptable out here.
Say that again, Miss Regina. Yeah, well, Ms. Regina, it's okay. We're not gonna let that happen. First off, because you have a right to to speak out against whatever you see in the workplace. Now, Alabama is, and this is what everybody should know. Alabama is a right to work state. So, so by law, no company in Alabama has to give you a reason to fire you, but they can fire you at will for any reason, with no reason at all, for anything at all. So, Alabama is a right to work state. Those are laws that need to change, and hopefully we could get Kamtek employees to lead the charge for those laws that are not fair to the people who could be fired for no reason or any reason at all.
That's why they making all these challenges on Facebook. They need to challenge themselves to go to the polls, November the 3rd, and vote and change these laws.
So now, look, I got a couple other questions, Ms. Regina. First off, let's talk about the sexual harassment issue. You mentioned something about that you were a witness to, sexual harassment at Kamtek, and that they tried to cover it up. Can you?
They tried to cover it up. They covered it up because the guy still there.
The guy's still there. Okay, can you kind of give us a little details? You know, you don't have to give us any names, but can you tell us basically kind of what happened?
All right. And mind you, this happened in September, and this is in November. This guy, it was this young girl, she was working on the line with me. I had went to another line to clean my safety glasses, so he didn't see me coming back. I didn't see them still on her the first time, but I seen them still on her the second time and the third time. And she kept telling him, don't do that, don't do that. So she ended up going to HR on him. And she told him that I went. So HR called me in the office and they had me to write a statement as to what I went.
What did your statement say?
Told him exactly what I seen.
Okay.
That he felt on her. But he's still there. And they said that HR said that they didn't pursue it because she didn't pursue it. She pursued it when she came to y'all.
Okay. So
they went to him and told him that he was under investigation. No. It wasn't no he say, she say. He should have been pulled out that boat immediately when we went to him. And he should have been told, you're suspended pending an investigation.
Exactly.
Wow.
He still works up right to this day.
Wow.
Let me ask a question.
Yeah.
And then that's when they ended up. Now y'all ain't never said nobody go on night shift until I was no business. Then they stuck me on night shift, and I don't like it.
Wow. So
Is the harasser still working his previous shift, or was he made to change shifts as well?
No, he wasn't made to change no shift. They told her that they was gonna make him change his route. He wasn't gonna deliver. I think he delivered parts to the line, to the different line.
Now,
he changed no shift, and he's still working on it.
Now, is this a black or white employee? Is he black or white?
He black too.
Okay, so both are black.
He's old enough to be her dad.
Wow, but leadership still, in this case, still failed to do anything, and he is still currently in his position, although he has been alleged to have sexually harassed another employee.
And like I said, I ain't talking about what nobody told me. I should with
So my apologies. I used the word allegedly. I don't want to undermine you and what you saw, so I'm gonna say, that you saw this, and so so you saw, so this man, you saw this man sexually harass another employee, but he is still at work. That's what you're saying.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay. Now, Mr. Regina, let me ask something else. Now, someone said to ask about the EOS survey that they performed of the management team, and what are the results of those?
I don't know what the results are because I'm telling you, Kamtek, the money good. They need some better than they need that support and the decisions that they make. I guess they wake up out their sleep and say, well, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Those are the decisions that they're making.
Okay, and so a lady said that she worked in human resources and saw too many people denied employment, and the separation in the environment felt like a plantation environment. Do you feel the same way?
And it do. And then, I've never been on a job to where you get a point, and it takes a whole year for a point to come out.
Oh, wow.
That's why they have such a high turnover rate. I can see 90 days, 60 days, 6 months. But if you get 1 point, it takes you a whole year for that point to come off your record.
Wow. And
how many points do you get?
Well, I don't know how many they get him, but we only get 2. But I don't think people get up to 14 points.
Okay. And so even
they
pick and choose. Wow. Well,
so what do you get? You get points for being late. You get points for what?
Yeah. You get points for being late. You get points for calling off. You get points for being early.
So make sure everybody know that, you know what I'm saying? If y'all don't get fired off of calling off the next couple of days, that y'all got points. You know what I'm saying?
So,
It's known
so
7.
Nicholas said 6 or 7. I mean, 5 or 6. Then G said 7 points. Then Kelvin said after 7 points in a year's time, you're terminated.
Is that for temps or is
Does
that for?
COVID count against points though? Is the question.
Hold on. Miss Regina
Nope.
said
They ain't count points for COVID.
Okay, 3.5 points. They don't even bother you. 4 points. You get a written warning.
So it sounds like it is 7 points then.
You get 6 points. They suspend you for 3 days. 7 points. You get tired.
Yeah.
okay.
So what is it? A half a point for being late, or is it a whole point for being late?
Okay, so if you clock in, that's just like the guy that was on my mind last Friday. He was already in point trouble because he had 6 points. And he clocked in at 5:01, so he got another half a point.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's half a point for being late. And it's a half a point for being late and 1 point for calling off.
You get a half a point for being late. You get a whole point if you leave before 9 o'clock. If you leave after 9 o'clock, you get a half a point.
Wow.
You get a whole point if you call out.
So there's no leeway. I mean, it's basically like a plantation. You know, there's no grace period or nothing. It sounds like. So look, one thing that needs to be terminated immediately, and this is what employees at Kamtek need to ask, Ms. Regina. You all should ask for the point system to be abolished. Okay, like they need to do away with that point system,
or at least revised.
Well, not even revised. They need to get away from it and find another way in order to hold employees accountable. Because you racking up a point, come on, man. Like this ain't grade school. Why we getting points?
But I mean, that's a customary to, you know what I'm saying, a job system. But 7 points isn't enough. I mean, 7 points, you have people that have kids and stuff. So I mean, 7 points is definitely not enough. So I mean, for somebody that's worked a regular job, 7 points is enough. It should be closer to like 14, what she said. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Ms. Regina about to tell us that she got her first 2 points.
Because I have both. Let me tell you how I got my first 2. Okay, my first one was, remind you, I got hired on in February. I started out, I've been here almost 2 years. My first one, I got it in February of this year. I left work. And I called home. Used the emergency vacation. The next day when I went to work, now I called the line and told them that I wasn't coming to work. But the next day I didn't fill out a slip. They gave me a point.
Wow. So it sounds like they don't have any sick time. Do you or do you get sick time?
Hold on, I'll tell you about that. Okay.
Renee said they took their sick time.
My next point was 4th of July. They say you have to work the day before and the day after a holiday to get paid. I worked the day before the holiday, but I didn't work the day after. I called out. They gave me a whole point.
Wow.
I have vacation time, but they gave me a point.
Wow. And then so Donovan said they won't change the point system. I thought that when I was there, I got a point for my granny funeral. And like that there itself is pretty. That's pretty sad. To have to get a point. For attending your grandparents' funeral. Miss, any final words, Miss Regina? I appreciate you for the information that you've shared with us. I know Kamtek is watching, and we're asking that no retaliation be taken against any employees. This is going to further the troubles that you all are already in. Miss Regina, we're currently talking with an attorney to start a class action lawsuit against Kamtek for the mistreatment that all the employees, the Black employees, have dealt with, and we're going to deal with this systemically. So, any final words for the people that are watching right now?
They need to treat the black employees just like they treat the white, because we all do. And most of the black people know more than the white people.
Wow. That is, Ms. Regina. So I certainly appreciate that, and I appreciate you for being courageous enough. And I will follow up with you. So please, maybe not tonight. Get plenty of rest tonight, but tomorrow you have my number. Let's connect tomorrow morning so that we could, hopefully figure out how we could bring some resolve to the issues that you all are experiencing at at Kamtek. So thank you so much for your time, Ms. Regina.
Thank you, Miss Regina.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good night.
All right.
All right, so we heard from Ms. Regina. Let's take a couple of minutes, not too long. It's approaching 11 o'clock in Birmingham, and midnight in Georgia, and it's only approaching 10 o'clock here in Denver. But let's dissect what Ms. Regina basically said. She said a lot. She said a hell of a lot. Lady Frida, what are your thoughts on what Ms. Regina was saying?
Man, they ought to be glad the thing is still standing after letting people roll up in there with noose keychains like it's cool. I really just salute the workers who said they sick and tired of being sick and tired and took a stand. I want to say hands off the workers. So Kamtek, like Carlos said, don't make your troubles any worse by doing anything that you're going to regret making the national news about these workers. Let them be great. Let them help you get your stuff together, because that's what they're doing. And anybody that's blowing the whistle on this foolishness needs to be commended instead of targeted. So Kamtek, don't make it worse for yourself. And just, power to the people. I'm so proud of our people, and we're showing them, what it do in the Magic City. I'm very proud of Kamtek, and I'm going to encourage the other workers where you're experiencing this type of treatment, where you've been seeing this thing happen over and over again. You see the strength in numbers. You can do this at your place of employment as well, and we got your back.
Yeah, we always do. Yep.
Real talk.
Murderham, what you think, man?
Man, I got a lot, but it's sad, like, that we allow, because that's what we do. We allow it to happen to us. Nobody else in this country, the Asians or the Mexicans or nobody else is going to continuously allow themselves to be disrespected.
Yeah.
And we allow that. So what we all need to do everywhere is the same thing that Kamtek employee did. Just walk out, because the money that they're paying them is minimal to the money that they're making off of them. You know what I'm saying? So them walking out, those people may have lost $150, but Kamtek lost way more than that. And so we have to continuously do this across the board. There's a gas station in Campbellton. I don't know if people saw it on Facebook or not. In it's kind of comparative for people in Birmingham to Shell on 3rd. You know what I'm saying? So imagine the owner or one of the employees at the Shell on 3rd said, "Man, fuck black people. I don't care nothing about black people or anything that they go through. Fuck the plights that black people go through." So what the people of Atlanta did is they shut this gas station down. Nobody's going to shop here. Nobody in the community is going to shop here. Nobody's going to do anything. You will no longer get black dollar in this community. And you know what that is? You know what that gas station looked like for the last 7 days? A ghost town. One car in that gas station. Imagine how much money they're losing based off of a reaction. So we have to do this across the board. And I'm not telling people to do anything, you know what I'm saying, irrational, but if you're in a situation to where you're dealing with the exact same things that the Kamtek employees are dealing with, then just walk out, because you can find another job. It'll be easier for you to find another job than for Kamtek to build another Kamtek. So we have to keep that mentality that it's 90% of us there. So if all 90% of us worked out, it's only upper management. Now upper management got to go out here and do that. They don't know how to run that. They don't know how to do that. We are the power. So we have to take the power and we have to hold it. We can't be oh well, I gotta go in here, I gotta take it, I got this, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. There's way more options for us. So we have to explore our options, and we gotta be prepared to deal with stuff like this, especially when we're going into situations like this, because it's not just us. Kamtek will probably be around when some of the employees' kids are around. So then now are you gonna be okay with your child being disrespected, with your kid being accosted because he just needs a job right now, he trying to make it, he trying to make ends meet? So is being disrespected worth $1?
Nope.
We need to have a forum on that, bro. Is being disrespected worth $1? Because a lot of people will take being disrespected.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. We're gonna check out some of these comments. Let's see. Frederick said, "For they receive a fine for each minute that the line stops producing, put pressure on the production. Go to work, avoid points, hurt the pockets." So tonight we hurt the pockets. Today,
exactly.
These folk hurt the pockets. When them people walked out, guess what? Those were minutes that the line wasn't moving, the line wasn't working, and they put pressure on them. You know, and so that's what we're gonna have to do. That's what we're gonna have to do. Kamtek, listen, I know you all are watching. Kamtek, okay? Kamtek, listen, please, listen to me. I will be reaching out to you tomorrow, okay? I will reach out, and we're gonna figure out what you all need to do, okay? You got it. It's pretty simple. You either gonna do what you have to do, or these folks are ready to revolt. And I mean, I'm telling you, they're in my inbox right now, ready to revolt, okay? Now, we get not cause revolt if you all just get your stuff together. So I'm putting you on alert. I will be calling you on tomorrow. We need to have a conversation so that we could do something about what's going on. If this stuff is happening, all right, everybody in senior leadership needs to go. All right, you all have already watched this video tonight. You all already know how your employees feel. So please go ahead, be proactive, okay? You don't want more employees to continue to walk out on you. That's not what you want.
I'll resign, bro.
Okay, so please do what's in the best interest of not just your business, but in the well-being of your employees. These black people don't trust you all, okay? You ain't finna put out, hey, Mr. General Manager, you're not finna put out a little bull crap statement like the one you did today when you sent that letter out and expect these folks to just believe what you say. Okay, there's a lot that come behind. That's what white people love to try to do, try to give us some small little stuff to make us believe whatever it is that you say. We not doing it. And then let me tell you, okay, the black people that you have hired, we're not our ancestors. Okay, so the people that's there, they're not their ancestors. Okay, so the same thing that our ancestors did and the way that you all were able to tell them anything, okay, we not doing that. Simple as that. So be on alert, and it is what it is. Right. I'm out. We've been on here 2 hours. I gotta go. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. So y'all be safe. We're gonna talk about this more tomorrow. And I think Murder, we probably moved to a night show.
We should. We've been talking about it. You know what I'm
We've been talking about it. We need to go and do it. People want stuff at night. They want to be listening to news and information while they up at night. We're gonna start giving people a night show. All right, so that's what we got. But take care, everybody. You all have a very, very, very good night. And listen, power to the people. Kamtek, you guys be strong. I got your back. We got your back. There's a whole community right behind you all. All right. Take care, everybody.
It's the Carlo Shaver Show. You and me will always be tight. Shaver is giving up the day and night. And even when you start acting like a fool, we appreciate you cause it's all for the move. I know that I could always count on you to bring us all the new